One could speak for hours on the doll furniture that was made. In Paris, it was said whatever was made for the poupée, whatever was made for real people was also made for the poupée. This certainly is true of furniture. And I have just assembled on this table with one doll to show you the scale, an example of the furniture that was made. Some of it made specifically for dolls, other miniature examples known as matrice models that were made. Wonderful, wonderful pieces. All of these were part of the Hanne Büktas collection and gave flavor and just a wonderful aura of French life in the third quarter of the 19th century, and they are all included in her collection. I like to think that my job is Christmas every day because I'm constantly finding things that I knew nothing about before, and I get deeply indulged into them, and I'm so excited at what I have learned. Part of the Hanne Büktas collection of French fashions, costumes, accessories, and related items that were used with poupées was her extraordinary collection of what in Vienna were called Ballspenden. In France, they were called carnet à ball, and in America, dance cards, which is not nearly as romantic sounding. The Ballspenden were actually given to young ladies as they approached any of the dozens of formal balls that were held in Vienna every winter season. And as they came in, they were handed this particular prize. They started out as simple little booklets in which the names of the dances were recorded, and then the young gentleman would come and write their name next to the dance they wanted to have with that lady. As time went on and the balls became competitive, each trying to outdo the other, they began to create just incredible fancies to give to the young lady, which incorporated the dance cards, but really were small items which became, no surprise here, accessories for French poupées of the period. And I put this lovely poupée with this dresser next to these samples of the Ballspenden that I'm going to show you so you can see how their scale would have worked. The very first two are really important because many people are beloved. They love the Empress Eugenie in Paris, and they love Sissi or the Princess Elizabeth of Vienna of Austria. And here is a Ballspenden that was given at the time of a ball with an actual vintage photograph of the woman known as Sissi, the beautiful, beloved empress. Very, very fashionable, fashion plate, extraordinary. That's what her life ended up being all about. And then we have another Ballspenden showing the Princess Elizabeth next to the Emperor Franz Joseph, of course, her husband. Here's a very beautiful Ballspenden. It actually came on its own attached easel. And you know that this is a perfect accessory size to put in your environment of the French poupée. And on the front of it is in the image of the dancing ladies. Very, very beautiful, done in rich ormolu and gilt. Another example we have is a little traveling case. And inside could have been little candies, or it could have been an extra prize given at the ball, again, with a wonderful image or photograph on it. I particularly love this one because this looks like a little jewelry box, but it was a Ballspenden. It was given at the ball as an extra fancy, and you can look inside and it's all bevel lined with beveled glass. It was given as a prize at the ball with the photograph on it as an emblem of it, and then could be used in a wonderful doll environment. I think my favorites, well, this one is wonderful. This one is a little miniature desk with the design on the front, and then the desk would hinge open to actually show little cards that were the dance cards and the pencils with the silk-lined front. And the hanging loop, the original hanging loop that would go on the waist, so this would hang from the ball gown throughout the ball. This is the shape of a wonderful book. Again, a book that's perfectly sized for your poupées. It did have the belt hanging loop, the tricolor tassels, and opens up to wonderful, wonderful silk-lined interior, beautiful gilt lettering throughout, and that wonderful embossed cover with gilt and ormolu and all sorts of other wonderful designs. Now, I think my favorite of all of the Ballspenden, and you can see that this was from a ball that took place on the 24th of January in 1875, were the purses, because as you can see, they are perfectly sized for display with your poupées, and the workmanship and elegance of them is amazing. When you open this up, there's a little pencil, and there is a little booklet that has all of the names of the dances inside. Very, very wonderful piece. Here is another beautiful example of one. This one's very lovely because it has all of the floral chintz on it, and again, perfectly sized as a purse, and with a little pencil and dance note cards inside. And we have this wonderful piece, which actually opens up, and your doll could be carrying it along, and then when she needed to powder her nose, she opens it up to have a little mirror inside, with, again, all of the dance cards and the little final finishing touches like the little tassel trim. And I think I've shown you all of the ones I have brought out, but there are like 50 of them in this wonderful collection. So if you enjoy seeing the Ballspenden, a way of life, a luxury that no longer exists, and it is a perfect accompaniment to your Poupees, you might want to look at our website. You'll see them all, or order the catalog and keep it forever. It's an incredible memento book of this extraordinary collection, the likes of which I have never seen. Thank you so much for watching all of these vignettes. I've enjoyed doing them and enjoyed sharing with you the pleasure I had in working with the wonderful, wonderful 30-year collection of Hanne Büktas of French Poupees, their accessories, their furnishings, their costumes, and their wonderful history. If you want to learn more, go to our website, Theriault.com, or give us a call, and we'll be happy to talk to you about these all day long. Thank you.